Beautiful angel, I have a message for you today. This morning I took a walk down the beach and I found this shell. It's a beautiful shell, something special about it. And I took it in my hand and I connected with my heart and I asked for guidance. I also connected with the energy of the ocean, speaking with angels, and I got a message for you, something that you need to know. And I don't know what you are going through, what's happening in your life, but there are so many signs. There are so many signs on your path. And they're telling you something about your future because now you are guided. Not many people are guided, but you are guided. You are seeing so many coincidences. Events like videos like these will show up exactly when you need them, or you will see like a feather or a dime. You'll see these repeating numbers. They're not random events. They are not random signs. They are your clues, and they're leading you into the future. They're leading you towards your next point of destination, because you are a soul traveler. You are here to manifest incredible things. But there are moments when you feel maybe stuck or uncertain, not sure where to go and what to do. That's why you begin to see signs. These signs come from many sources. These signs come from your angels, they come from your ancestors. Many of the signs in your life come from your bloodline because you are so connected with your bloodline. The energy, information running through your veins, and they want you to have a great life, and they will guide you, they will help you, and most importantly, your bloodline will protect you. No one can protect you better than your bloodline. And you have these spirits, your bloodline relatives you've never met. Maybe you don't even know their names, but they watch you. They're watching over you from wherever they are, and they're giving you many, many signs, because you know what? You are the chosen one. Look, I know you hear this all the time, chosen one. First of all, I set an intention that anybody coming to find this channel, anyone who is randomly or intentionally finds these videos, it's your sign that you have a mission, that you have a soul purpose. You have something to do in this lifetime, and let the energy guide you. You're guided towards your purpose. Okay, you may feel right now, you may feel lost, you may feel uncertain, and that's okay. That's how you get guidance. You don't always have the answers. You don't always see the full picture, and you don't always know your future, and you don't have to. If you tune into signs, if you trust life, if you trust your path, if you trust your destiny, you are going to step on a very different path. And that's what angels call. I hear them saying this over and over again. This is a hero's path. When you see signs, you are on the hero's journey. And the hero is someone who has to go through a certain journey to awaken his or her gifts. And this is not the journey of roses and butterflies. It's a path of overcoming. That's how you really know who you are. That's how you know how strong you are, how wise you are, how incredible you are, how strong is your spirit when you have to go through these journeys of overcoming. And that's what makes you a hero. A hero is the one who goes through so many challenges, who has to face their own fear. They have to face the greatest villains. They have to lose their many times, but pick themselves up and then go for it and become invincible and become so fearless. They fear, but they still show up, and they awaken some supernatural powers within them. These are the superpowers of their soul, of their spirit. That's a spirit kind of power. And this power has conquered the greatest adversity, and it's death itself. When you have no fear of death, then there is really nothing here in this life that can really threaten you. There is nothing in this physical world can be challenging to you, because that power that transcends limitations, even limitations of the physical body, is not the power of the mind. This is the power of your spirit. This is your spirit. Only spirit knows your true power. But spirit is kind of like the bag somewhere. Your spirit, the world does not want you to awaken your spirit. By design, since the day you were born, you were given the body and the conditions on which to play in this world, how to operate this entire system, how to interact with people, how to trust them, how to build your character, how to pretend, how to do things to be liked, how to be accepted, how to use your privileges and benefits. Could be on any level. So you can gain something in this life, and that's where the world will pull you into this chase for something or someone, the chase for significance, chase for important, chase to truly signify your ego self, yet to find out that it didn't even matter from the very beginning. Because when you think as a soul, your soul has lived many lifetimes, many different bodies, in many different lifetimes. You've been here so many times. The ocean told me that you've lived here many lifetimes. Sometimes you come here with a group, you have many soulmates, and you're kind of together. And you can be the greatest friends, best friends, but you could also be the worst enemies. It's just a game. When you bring all of your soul mates, then it becomes truly interactive. But some lives you feel like I'm just alone. In some lifetimes, when you come here, you feel that loneliness, and you're yearning for something or someone. You really want to have an interaction of meeting someone you know and recognize. But when you recognize someone, you feel like, oh, that is my soulmate. We've lived together. But they don't have what you've been looking for. You realized, okay, that was not meant to happen. And there is this deep soul search that you have to go through. And that's part of your journey as a hero. And when you give up your need, when you become so filled with life and appreciation of this life experience as you are going through it, then all of a sudden miracles begin to happen, doors begin to open. You meet your soulmates out of the blue, and they're like, hey, we've been looking for you. Where have you been? And you'll be like, wow, this is incredible. I'm not lonely at all. I've never been alone. But I had to take this path. This is the path of a hero. This is my hero's journey to really awaken my superpower. Maybe your superpower is to become so self-aware that you make your decisions, that you make your relationships from a place of self-awareness. See how your life has this one special path in this lifetime. That's only one life that you are here and living in this body. And that's where miracles begin to happen, because you are now, you become a self-initiator. You initiate yourself into action. And you do this naturally when you're connected to the spirit. You don't wait anymore. You're not asking anybody for anything, for any favors. You just know you're aware of your true power, the power that transcends time, the power that manifests miracles, the power, the strength, the true victory lies in your spirit. And that's who you are. That's who you are.